So hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. We're going to go ahead and cover more information regarding our Master of Arts in Political Science. I'm Angelina Buitron. I am our graduate recruiter here in the Bronzeville office. Of course, we also have recruiters in the Edinburgh office. And joining me today is Dr. Sylvia Gonzalez-Gorman. Dr. Gonzalez-Gorman, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I am the graduate program coordinator for the political science program. Glad to see everyone.
Thank you. So just to start off, what we're going to cover today is more information about us as the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. Then Dr. Gonzalez-Gorman is going to come in and give us more information regarding the political science program. And then I will go ahead and cover how to apply, any funding opportunities, and then questions will be addressed at the end of the presentation. So welcome everyone. So if you have not heard, we are the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. We're located in the southernmost tip of Texas. The Rio Grande Valley itself covers different counties and cities throughout this area that's down here. But about the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, we did start as UTRGV in 2015, but we do have more than 92 years of educational history here in the Rio Grande Valley with our legacy institutions. Right now, we do have a little bit over than the 31,000 student enrollment. Out of those, more than 4,800 are actually graduate students, so that is just amazing. Regarding our programs, they are all accredited through the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, so you know that any program that you decide to go into will be accredited through this specific association. Additionally, our campus, it does have two main campuses, one in Edinburgh, Texas, the other one in Bronzeville, Texas. So if you can see it on the map, they are quite a bit far from each other, but we do offer a free shuttle service to the students. So if you do have to take a class in a different campus, you know that you have that free to you. You don't have to spend money on gas. You can go back and forth. And of course, you know, we want you to take advantage of that opportunity. About our graduate programs, we do have a little bit over 100 programs available to you. 61 of those are actually master's degrees. We have 10 doctoral degrees and more than 40 certificate programs. So certificate programs, just to clarify, those are short programs. They are pretty much an additional thing that you can add into your either bachelor's or master's program. So it's definitely a good opportunity if you want to test out, you know, taking graduate level courses without fully committing into a full master's degree. Moving on to what you can expect. So this program is specifically traditional on campus. What you can expect is your typical semester that we're used to with our undergraduate degrees. So these are 16-week-long semesters. Full-time enrollment is actually 9 credit hours as compared to your bachelor's. So this is just roughly about 3 classes per semester. These programs do typically tend to be completed in about 2 years if you're a full-time student, sometimes a little bit less. But it's definitely, you'll be seeing pretty much similarly things as compared to your bachelor's degree. And then to talk a little bit more about the Master of Art in Political Science, Dr. Gonzalez-Gorman will go ahead and cover all this information. Thank you.
Okay, we can go to the next slide. That'd be great. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to visit a little bit about what political science is. It basically is the study of government and the processes behind the study of government, including political behavior, the ideology, and public policy. We examine things of abortion is a real hot issue right now, immigration, border issues. That's what a political scientist is looking for. Next slide, please. So for our political science program, we have the second largest political science department in the University of Texas system. The only other university that within the UT system that has more political science faculty than we do is UT Austin. We are the leading political science department in South Texas by degrees awarded. And we do offer paid graduate teaching assistantships. We also offer paid conference travel for our graduate students. And we also have a Center for Survey Research and Policy Analysis, where graduate students can go in and do some research based on surveys. Next slide, please. So there's a lot of stuff here first, so I apologize about that. But the primary purpose of the Master's of Political Science is to provide students with a foundation of understanding content principles and methods, right? So in our program, we have two subfields. One is governance and the policy process, and the other is world and borderland politics. With these particular subfields, it's a niche for our location in the Rio Grande Valley. So we do a lot of policy process on borders, the migration flows. We also tease apart what borders are outside of the US-Mexico border. So if a student is in one of our programs, regardless if you choose one of the subfields, you will be able to understand statistics and research methods that will be applicable once you leave the program, right? And these are great foundational skills, especially if you're looking for maybe a secondary or community college job where you need 15 hours or 18 hours to teach those dual credits. You'll be well versed for that. It'll also help you if you're into government agencies, nonprofit organizations, or if you want to go work in the media. Next slide, please. So these are some of the top career fields that you can use your MA in political science. Again, if you're a high school educator and you're interested in teaching dual credit courses, you can do our program and be set to do that. In fact, right now we have 4 educators in our program that are getting certified to teach the dual credits. You can work for the federal government. You can do policy analysis at the local, state, nonprofit level. You can also do marketing, political consulting, campaigning. We also have several students that are directly working with state legislatures right now that went through our program. And we've got students that are working in nonprofits directly in the Rio Grande Valley based on the degree that they've earned with us. Next slide, please.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all that information. Hopefully, you all are very interested in applying, but how do you do this? It's very simple. It's 3 easy steps. So the first step would be to start your application at utrgv.edu/gradapply. It's a free application. You don't have to worry about paying for anything. And then all the required documents can be submitted 100% online. The only thing is your transcripts. Those do have to be sent over to us at gradapps@utrgv.edu, or you can send them physically to our campus. But all other documents can be submitted, such as your personal statement, your resume, your 3 letters of recommendation can be uploaded in there. So if you look at the box that says application materials, we do require that you have completed at least 12 hours of undergraduate courses in political science. Oops, sorry about that. In political science and or public policy. Minimum GPA requirement for your last 60 semester credit hours are at least a 3.0 in your coursework. And then in your political science coursework, we also require at least a 3.0 GPA. GRE test scores, we also require those in the verbal and quantitative sections. And then, like I said, 3 letters of recommendation. For these, you want to look into previous professors that you've taken classes with. You can also look into supervisors, directors, someone that has had a position above you. And then for your statement of purpose, of course, you want to talk about any experiences that you've had, whether personal or professional. You want to talk about what your professional goals are and kind of tie those in together of how the program is going to help you achieve those goals. And then your resume, it can be, your general resume that you use to apply for any job. And then step number 3, you're on your way to joining our UTRGV family. So pretty much this is what you'll be seeing when you go to utrgv.edu/gradapply. Biggest thing here is, of course, selecting the correct drop downs. So where it says select the type of application/modality, you'll select what kind of program this is. So this one is a traditional on-campus program. So you will be selecting the campus-based program. And it gives you a description right at the top that says programs are offered over a 16-week semester with 4 semesters per year. So you'll be selecting that, and then 3 additional drop-downs will come up where you'll be selecting the specific term that you want to be considered for, and then you'll be able to select the specific program that you're applying into. In this case, it would be political science. And this is our self-service center. So once you finish filling out all those drop downs, you'll be taken here. This is where you'll create your account. For those of you that are previous UTRGV students, make sure that you use your personal email, not your UTRGV. And then once you create an account, you'll receive a verification email that will go, sometimes it'll go to your spam folder, so make sure that you check in there, but it will go into your email that you provided us. So make sure that you go in there and click verify. Once you've done all of that, you'll be able to sign in on the left-hand side. So once you go into the system, you'll be able to fill out the application. You can, save it and then come back to it later if you need to take a break. Of course, always make sure that you submit it by the application deadline. And then specifically, this system is really cool because after you submit your application, you'll see that there is a status of your application. So it'll let you know if you're missing anything, whether it's letters of recommendation or if we haven't received your official transcripts. So please make sure that you'll always check in there and see if there's anything new with your application. It'll also let you know if you have been admitted into the program, and you'll be able to accept that admission through the same system. So definitely a good tool for you to use. Estimated cost of attendance does depend on the number of credit hours that you register for. If you're doing full-time enrollment and you're an in-state student, you're looking at about 4,166. If you're a non-resident or an international student, you're looking at about 7,838. And then the misconception tends to be that there is no funding available for graduate students, which is not true. We do accept financial aid. For this, you do need to be clearly admitted into your program. You need to be enrolled in at least 6 credit hours per semester. And then the application is done through studentaid.gov. So those of you that have applied previously to financial aid, it's going to be the same thing, except now you're selecting that you're going to go for a graduate program. In regards to scholarships, UTRGV does have an amazing system. It's a centralized scholarship application. You fill out your profile, answer all the questions that are on there, and you get considered for more than 300 different scholarships. So in the past, I have received one from Kraft, like mac and cheese Kraft. So it's definitely a good opportunity. You never know where those scholarships may come from. Definitely apply. You never know what your chances are until you do it. And then if you want to check out other kinds of scholarships, I recommend that you visit utrgv.edu/grad scholarships so you can look at other different opportunities that we have. In regards to assistantships, you can definitely reach out to your program coordinator or visit our careers website, which is careers.utrgv.edu. There is a link specifically for graduate assistants under that website. But basically with this, you work about 20 hours per week. For master's students, you do earn about $5,000 per semester. And it's definitely a great opportunity, especially if you're doing a traditional on-campus program. You can find, if you don't find something program specific, you can definitely find something somewhere else. For example, Graduate College hires graduate assistants to help out with answering emails and phone calls, things like that. So of course, there's a different variety of opportunities out there. In regards to additional aid options, we recommend looking at external scholarships such as the STAR Scholarship. That is something that tends to be popular here in the Rio Grande Valley. The Hispanic Scholarship Fund, the Dream.us. So those are some of the opportunities that are out there. You can also check out places like fastweb.com. Basically with them, you can create create an account and sort through different types of funding and aid. So it's definitely a good opportunity. Of course, with anything, please don't give out your personal information. In regards to veteran benefits, You are more than welcome to use those veteran benefits. If you do have questions, we do have a Veteran Success Center available to students. So if you have any questions regarding the benefits that you have, you can definitely reach out to them. And then for continued education or employee benefits, so we do have sometimes students that get a class paid for, or sometimes even a whole program by their employer. So we definitely recommend that you reach out to your HR and see if there are any benefits available to you regarding continuing education. So it's definitely always best to check. You never know what opportunities are offered by your employer. Definitely check all of these out. And if you have any questions, let us know. We're here to assist you. So we do have Claudia. She is in our Edinburgh office. So you can reach out to either her or myself. I'm in the Brownsville campus, as I mentioned earlier. And you can also schedule appointments with us. So let us know if you do have any questions or you want to discuss a little bit more in detail the specific program that you're looking into. Or we also have our Graduate Central or Grad Central. We have our Grad Central available to you, typically Monday through Friday during work hours. So you can call, you can text, you can email, any one of those three. And they also have the live chat available on our website. So if you do have any questions while you're sorting through the different programs or when you're doing your application, there is a live chat available on the left-hand side at the bottom that you can talk to someone live during work hours. Thank you so much for all this information, and thank you for taking time out of your day. Thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope all this information was something that you needed in order to help you apply for the program. And as we mentioned, the sooner you get your application in, the better you can take advantage of all the opportunities that we're offering. And I hope that we get to see you be part of our UTRGV family. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Gonzalez Gorman. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone.